Hi, this is Leyla Torres of OrigamiSpirit.com. We are going to be folding this Kusudama called IvaMia. At the end, we will make this variation as well. We need to make 6 units. Each unit needs a paper 6 by 6 inches or 15 by 15 centimeters. For the demonstration, we will be using a bigger piece of paper. We begin on the white side of the paper. First, doing the central folds. Then we bring the edge to the center and repeat. Open, turn the paper, and we are going to bring all the corners to the center. Open, we turn the paper again. We're going to poke here in the intersections 1, 2, 3, 4, so that we get a concave shape, and we are going to collapse, pushing from the centers into this base, classic origami base, which is called the windmill base. Now we take each one of these flaps and fold it in the center so that we mark this diagonal line. Repeat. Now we are going to bring this folded edge over to match the previous fold. We rotate and repeat, bringing this to match. And then we repeat with the other 3 corners. Now we are going to locate this flap here and fold it up and over this area. Two of those opposite flaps, we are going to fold them to the back. So just following that same fold, we just tuck them underneath and repeat. Just 2. Now we are going to identify these points here, these corners. We have 4 of them. We are going to fold this point to match this and create a fold here. We repeat. And all 4 little flaps will be folded again underneath. We reverse them and hide them underneath. It's just easy to fold to the front first and then reverse it. Now we are going to create a mountain fold connecting this point to this point. We are defining a central square here. There's a mountain fold on this side, valley fold on this side. And our last fold will be to reinforce these short sections as valleys on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we turn our paper over and we are going to be forming that flower shape. We are going to gently push on this central point. And we're going to gather the 4 points. So we gently curve it. And we have the finished module. We need to make 6 of them. To assemble this Kusudama, we need to be thinking in terms of a cube. This central area is the side of the cube, and we have, of course, 6 sides. Here we have the cube to remind ourselves of the structure we are going to be following. We are going to begin by assemble 2 of the modules together. We notice that we have these smaller triangular flaps and these longer triangular flaps. First, we are going to open the area where the longer flaps are. We're going to open them. And then we are going to orient, keeping in mind that this is going to be one side of the cube. We are going to orient them so that this white flap of the green unit matches the area of the longer flaps of the red unit. Then we insert the white flap. The long triangular red flaps wrap around the flaps of the green unit. The triangular little flap went in this packet, and the longer flaps of the orange module wrap around the longer flaps of the green module. Then we have 2 of the sides of the internal cube. Now we are going to attach the next one. I will position it to visualize where it goes. This is the internal side of the cube, and we make sure that it's going to come like this and form one corner of the cube. So this triangular flap will be inserted into this packet. We open this a little bit so that we can insert them later. So we have our flap going there. We'll attach this first and then we'll attach this side. And then we proceed to attach this. We are going to insert the triangular little flap inside the packet. And then this longer flap wraps around over the yellow macho. And here we have it just went inside, so we're going to take it out and make sure that it wraps over so we have one corner of the cube all assembled. At this point we can help ourselves with some pins or some clips to hold this together while we finish the assembly. And we are always visualizing that this central area is the inside of a cube. So we are going to add this side. We can leave this open and this close and orient the next macho in a way that matches the small triangular flap with the packet. These flaps open. Then we wrap around. You might want to add a little pin at this moment, and we proceed to do the attaching of this side. This will go into the packet here. And the red macho, little long flaps will wrap over the green flaps. And we can secure it for the moment with a pin. We're going to add the next macho, keeping in mind that it's going to become the central part, the inside of the cube here. So we open these arms this triangular flap will go inside this pocket. And these yellow flaps will wrap around the red flap. We can hold with a pin and then proceed to add the rest. We have to keep looking for those sides which are still loose. So here we find one. Insert the triangular flap. And we can add a pin to hold in place. So we see the central area has that shape of a cube. It's only missing one side. We have one more matches to attach. So we do it in the same manner. The last one is usually the most difficult one to attach, so we have to exercise patience and proceed slowly. I open the long flaps . Now it's all locked together. We can remove our helping pins and proceed to shape it nice and neat. We need to push these corners so that they take that nice flower shape. There will be some that are open like this, so we can round. And here we have the IvaMia Kusudama. How to make this variation? For a variation, when we arrive to this point, we can fold along this edge all the way around. Then we proceed to put it together in the same manner. Thank you. This is Leyla Torres of OrigamiSpirit.com.